All right, well, no other questions?
Commissioner Castelline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo, Commissioner Dutnick, Judge Garza.
That passes 4-0 opposition. We're gonna go on to an update from item number 3, update the commissioners on the progress of the new appointments.
One thing I would like to mention, Judge Garza, is last time we talked about the attic installation issue. And we were seeking 3 independent bids for that work. Those 3 bids have come in. We have those and they're under review right now.
Are they less than what was originally quoted? Okay.
Much less.
Okay.
Yes, much less. And in fact, they're comparable to the costs that we received from Broadus's estimator.
Okay.
So it's much more in line.
Comparable to the credit.
It won't be a credit, it'll be an ad,
No,
but
we got a credit previously for not putting it in there.
$44,500.
So it's in that neighborhood or more than
No,
that?
it's not, it's not too far off of it, but it's not that.
Okay.
It's a good number. I think we're happy with it.
Perfect. Anything else?
While he's looking through this stuff, I'll just let you know that we did receive an email back from the jail standards. We do have everything lined out, line for line. This was the question, she answered back, this is what we're gonna do. So the doors are gonna get ordered, we should be able to move forward on that.
And that was for 5 doors?
That was now 4 doors. Now reduced to 1 door. Just 4 doors. And just a couple of other things, Sheriff Sarah. So they had originally wanted us to put the pistol lockers outside.
Yes.
The pistol lockers are gonna be moved into the Sally Port. Also where the key box is at, that will be moved into the Sally Port. There's no reason for them to stand out there in the rain and do any of that stuff. So those were 2 significant things that we got changed.
At a cost?
We don't have a final cost yet. Because they're still doing the doors.
But you said the doors are gonna be ordered now,
Yes.
and that'll be 12 to 16 weeks, I think, is that what y'all were saying before they would be received?
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. Right now, the only thing that we're waiting on is the locking mechanism. That was an additional cost.
But the architect's been in direct contact with the supplier and he says that he can beat that 16-week time substantially, he thinks.
The supplier said that?
Said that to the architect, yes.
Any update on the rest of the elevator parts?
I'm sorry, sir.
Any update on the rest of the elevator parts?
The lobby is slam full of elevator parts. I think they have everything they need to complete 1 elevator.
That's what they said yesterday.
Yeah, so we'll get that. Once that vacates the lobby, then we'll order the 2nd elevator and it may be en route as we speak.
Order, you mean order to be shipped?
No,
Oh,
it's in the warehouse.
okay.
They're just shipping.
Yeah.
But
Where's the warehouse at?
I'm not sure.
I think they said Houston.
Houston, is that right?
I think that's what they said.
I think we have about 2 more weeks left on the elevator that they started on.
Mhm.
So we should have operational elevator.
Do they have all of the elevator and all of the controls and everything in
Yes.
Houston already?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good.
For the 2nd and the 3rd is what they've said, right?
That's right.
That they're both up there, ready to ship as soon as the lobby is open for each one.
As soon as they have someplace to unload it.
Yeah.
And one of the other delivery items was the generator. That has been installed. We received it. It's installed, it's in place. So that's a good bit of good note.
Was it supposed to be taller than the
Yes, sir.
around it?
It is. That's huge.
Because it has almost like some front of a radiator that you see on the east side of it.
There's an enormous day tank under.
Yeah.
That pulls all the diesel. So the only other option was to go with a natural gas generator. That would have taken the day tank out and set it down a little lower, but
And you have to worry about the city
You'd have to
turning the
worry
gas
we
off.
got gas coming in. So
Cool, so
Good
progress, yeah, there's progress.
Yay.
And the time capsule will be installed tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon.
And we do have another issue now that the clerks are here waiting. So we do have an issue with their, I don't wanna say vaults, but their storage area. It's supposed to be a vault in the district clerks, and I think the county clerk's whole office is supposed to be a vault. We're still working on it. We're gonna have a meeting with everybody involved, and we're all gonna get on the same page, but I'll just tell you that it looks like we're going to have some modifications so that we're in compliance with the statute on how to store our records, our permanent records. So I'll be coming and, I'll be honest, it's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, I think we had an original quote to install the dry type system for the vault and the vital records room only. Just the system was gonna cost $100,000.
Right.
And that did not include sealing the room, because for that system to work properly, there cannot be any, in other words, ceiling tiles. This is not acceptable in a dry type system. And any door you have has to be sealed all the way around from outside environment.
Something we're gonna get on fast because the more time we take, the more it's gonna cost.
Right, and that sealing of the room is an additional cost.
But I know y'all are anxious, we'll get there, we'll get there.
And then just one more thing, yesterday we had a meeting with the judges, the district judges. They came and they actually, TJL was there and Hoffman, who is the millwork person for the benches. Was there was a group, and so they got to voice their opinions about the benches and how those can get refabricated, to be more modified, to be more useful for them.
We're working on that pricing and timeline and
And again, just as a simple explanation, I wanted my house painted, I picked out purple. I now changed my
You
mind.
gonna do purple in the courthouse?
So I picked out purple, but now I've changed my mind. It's gonna cost me money to get my purple house painted pink.
What are you saying though? Are you saying the courtroom is changes that would normally work, but we don't want it? Want
The
those?
courtroom benches as they are were approved by the county. And so changes now will be at the cost of the county.
And what are the nature of the changes?
The bench is too high.
They need a booster chair.
Yeah, so they can't.
Or the judge is too short?
The
What
judge
the
is
other?
sat down and their line of sight is cut off by the top of the.
Get them to
Yeah.
change the qualifications for a judge that,
Yeah, the
and it could
judges-
befit our courtroom.
But I don't know.
Like Commissioner said, this right here is up here.
yes.
Even, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I sat down and I didn't have a problem with
So
it.
that's not exactly a bench, that's sort of a wall.
The judge's bench is what they're
I
talking
think they call it the
Oh,
Science.
okay. So it's not like all of the seats where the jurors and the people come in, okay.
This- Where the judge sits and the witness. And us.
Yeah, they're gonna have to bring that out or
Build a riser.
you know, since they're.
And I think one thing about the Texas jail standards compliance, we came to an agreement. I think we only need 4 doors. It was suspected we might need 5. That's not true. We came to an agreement with everyone. There's only 4 required. Those are on order, and we're trying to get those expedited.
Those are the big pressing items.
Right.
Okay. You wanna speak about the letter? Or is that not a set deal yet?
What letter?
The Aransas County Courthouse and the light.
We got I don't think we got a change order, proposed change order for that. It was exorbitant. It's not the same price that the city hall's paying for the same type of modification.
What are we talking about though?
The lighting behind where it says Aransas County Courthouse, have it.
On the
back
base of the
lit.
building, exterior. It says Aransas County Courthouse right there on the tower. And we wanted to make sure it was lit per the plans and specs, which included behind the letter lighting. They're having trouble getting power through, there's a big concrete beam through all of that. And there were no provisions drawn in the plans for a piece of conduit or something to get wiring through there, and it would have meant wiring at each letter, which would have meant a lot of holes in the wall. And so one option they've come up with is taking one row of brick out and putting a piece of metal in there. It's actually a kind of a trough with a cover plate on it, the same color as a brick, and it having all the wires in it, and we're feeding each letter off that wiring.
So as part of the original specs, having the letters lit in the back, and we did a change order a few months ago. To take away that, just have lettering, have light shining on the lettering. But when we approved that, it was my understanding that the city was gonna do the same thing. But the city's not gonna do the same thing, we kind of want to match. And so we got a small credit to go with the way we have it now, which is not lit in the back. But now to light it in the back, it's gonna be very expensive, so that. Can you give me?
We're still not done fighting that battle.
Okay.
I mean, we've still got some other options we're gonna look at.
Alright. But really, it's not gonna be near the credit they gave us, it's not gonna be close to that, which just blows my mind, it's like it was part of the original spec,
Yeah.
nothing's changed. It's almost like they knew that it was gonna be expensive on their end, so they. Proposed this and we fell for it, and now we have to pay for it. It's
Kind of like that insulation.
kind of like insulation, it's like, I hate value engineering, just, yeah. But, alright, anything else? Well, I appreciate.
Well, I think I maybe have a little bit of a question. I realize you're still working on it, but you said you could put in a metal panel with wiring there. How's the power gonna get to that plate if you have that concrete?
They're gonna provide one hole
Okay,
to the channel. And it's basically a box. It's a metal box with a cover plate over it. And it'll all be colored the same color as a brick. It's not gonna completely go away. It's gonna recede. It won't stand out. But it's the only way that we've come up with that is an option to light these letters. That doesn't mean the battle's over with. We're still looking at other options.
and that's the option that's gonna cost a whole lot more money than,
He wants $100,000 to do that.
That's on the second story.
Yes, on the face of the building.
the light shining.
Yeah, and with that kind of money, we don't need a lid.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, down here.
It's a lot of money for the
But
lights.
if push came to shove, we could have some kind of a lighting option that isn't like the cities, because the two buildings don't look exactly alike, so maybe we could do something that was a little different. People wouldn't
Exactly.
have a heart attack if they saw that.
And I don't think it would be distasteful.
But $100,000, I might have a heart attack if we spend that.
We're having a heart attack over it.
Okay,
But which is, it was part of the original specs, so it's like,
Does anybody, excuse me, Judge, but do we, anybody remember what the original cost for the lighting was?
the credit we got, I tried looking, I gotta find that agenda. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
oh, I wouldn't expect.
You were looking at me.
No.
Basically, what it was, they left out, as part of the design process, they left out having to drill holes for each one of them.
Well, that's the short version. I think it's more complicated than that. Okay. But that's the short version.
Everything's more complicated.
Alright, well, I appreciate your time and
Hopefully
I
we
move
have
to
some
adjourn.
good news when we come back. Second.
Who's the second?
Commissioner Casterline?
Aye.
Commissioner Russo?
Aye.
Commissioner Dukenyak?
Aye.
Judge Garza?
Hi, thank you all so much.
At least we got past the flag.
But.